feeling like I'm ready for the top. Got the pedal to the metal, I've been grinding non-stop, killing every instrumental, and I knew just what I wanted. Now I gotta go and get it, and I'm never looking back, only looking where I'm headed. And I doubted for a minute, trying to get another win.
Take him. He actually looked very good at the World Juniors, despite not putting up a ton of points in certain games. So I think this is a guy who, the Slovakian kid.
All right, good morning, everybody. Listening to all my podcasts, my hockey podcasts. As I've told many people before, I don't know, I spend probably 3,000 to 4,000 hours a year on just studying hockey. But specifically, the draft is one of the most fun times of year for me to see who we get. Vegas got this kid named Morozov from Russia. It's always more risky now because the KHL, sometimes they don't come. But anyway, what the heck did I want to talk about this morning? Okay, first and foremost, I wanted to thank everyone for, in the YouTube comments, sharing with me the charities that really speak to you and the ones that, you know, you'd like to see me donate $10,000 to. And there was one specific charity that just kept really hitting me every time I saw it, you know, and it was many people specifically picked it. And it coincides with one of my biggest fears in the world for like my own life, and that's Alzheimer's, dementia, that sort of thing. I mean, the horror stories and what I've seen for how, you know, the mind deteriorates. Like my mind, I spend most of my time, you know, up in here just playing games and thinking and doing all kinds of stuff, and to lose the mind seems like just devastating, right? So the question is, and I've been doing a little bit of research, but I'd like to do some more, and if you have some help, please let me know. The one that kept coming up was endalz.org. This is also, interestingly enough, this is Alzheimer's Awareness Month, where, like, you know, it's about, you know, letting people know about the disease, having people tested and all that kind of stuff. So this is an interesting coincidence that it is Alzheimer's Awareness Month. But I looked at that one, I looked at the Alzheimer's Association, and what I'm really focused on, I want to give to the organization that's spending the most time doing research to prevent or to cure or to slow down or just fix this, man, because it's just a debilitating disease. And so we're going to send 10,000 after I figure out exactly where it's going to go. It's going to go to an organization that I said focuses on research. So thanks for all the comments in there, and we're going to go ahead and do that. Today we've got day 2 of the Omaha 8 Stud 8. Got a good stack of chips. You know, 43,000. We'll be playing 12 and 2400 limits. Love these games. They're both, you know, of the 8-game mix, they're like that plus triple draw, probably the most enjoyable for me to play. So it's been pleasant, as I said yesterday, and we're looking today to have a bang-up day. Let's go. Let's get this day started. Hi.
I'm Claire.
Claire?
Yeah, you sent me a video the other day.
Oh, from you? Very cool.
Remember the video we made?
Yeah, I do.
She made it.
You made what?
For her annual picture with you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, let's do it. We're going to do another one? Okay, we're doing pictures. I'm doing vlogs while you're doing pictures.
We watch your vlog every day, by the way.
Oh, cool. Let's get
Yes,
that
how's
pic.
your knee?
Knee's amazing. Check
I
me
got
out.
mine
tore her
2 years
ACL.
ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, mine's doing great.
Oh, here. You got it? Oh.
Okay, we're doing a picture, and then I'm going to tell you about a hand. Hey.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
I have a
Got
Yorkie
it?
too.
All right, I'm going to go make pee-pee in the trailer.
Go make a pee-pee.
I'll be back in 15 minutes. See ya. Okay. So far, this Omaha 8 Stud 8 tournament, the first hour I played one pot on Stud 8 to 4th Street with Deuce 4-5 and folded. The other one I had Ace 3-6 against the short stack. Made a low and split that. Played no Omaha. I mean, I just never played a hand in an entire hour. Then I finally got an Omaha 8 or better hand, which was kind of interesting, so I figured we share it. All right. So blinds are 600, 1200. We're playing 1200, 2400 limits. Player limps in. I'm in the small blind with Queen 3 of clubs, Queen 4 of hearts. I complete, and Cindy Violet in the big blind, she checks. The flop comes King of clubs, Jack of clubs, 10 of clubs. So I check, it goes check, check, so nobody bets the flop. Turn is a deuce of hearts. I bet 2400. Cindy calls, the other player also calls. The river's the 4 of clubs. That doesn't really change anything, other than it makes it even less likely that someone has the ace high flush. So I bet again on the river with the queen high flush. Cindy raised, the other guy folded. So now I'm in a spot where I'm getting 7.5 to 1 odds on this call, right? This is where it happens a lot in limit, a lot less than in no limit. So now I'm thinking to myself, is she bluffing here more than 15% of the time? And what combinations of hands could she be bluffing with? If she had the naked ace of clubs, which it seems like we know one thing for sure, one of her cards is the ace of clubs. She can't raise me on the river without that card. The question is there another club with it? As played, checks the flop, just calls the turn and raises river. I don't think she's bluffing 15% of the time, taking that line. So I fold the hand. She had the ace-8 of clubs, so I was able to get away from the second nuts there. But since then, I've been losing every damn pot, and I'm down to 11-5. Just had ace deuce queen 10 on a jack 9-5 flop. Turn 3, so the wheel, the straight draw, everything. River 5, missed everything. So we are on the short stack, nearing the money bubble.
Hey, yo, my timepiece don't ever stop. 6 sides, check them all, that's a lot to watch. All this time that I put in just to rock the thing. All my doubters, moaners, caters, that's a lot to sing. See, time's the only thing that's constant. I severed half my life and that's the other half to watch it. 4 days alone, I haven't left my building twice. I've been arguing with killers, daring them to take my life. I'm just high off adrenaline, tripping over my brand. I'm the man who built this city, knowing how to work was in. I'm a different breed of human. Ask any soul that met me, I could change the way.
All right, so as I said, I had 3 big bets going into this level. Played an Omaha 8 hand with ace deuce 7-8. Flop was king 10-10. I got to fold that. Then the next hand I had ace king deuce 7. Comes 9-9 queen 5, so folded that one, leaving myself a 1 bet. I'm down to like 2,500. Playing 2 and 4,000, got it back to 10. So you never quitting these things. I'm a big believer in anything is possible. And just seeing Joe Hashem with this stack of chips and a stud 8 Omaha hat proves it, right? Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
How you been, buddy?
Just put it. Good to see you.
I'm gonna throw that in the vlog there. You with a big stack of chips. This was just ridiculous. Oh my goodness. So as you know, I was short stacked, as I said. Went all the way back down to 2,500. And I'm playing stud 8. I have split 9s with 9-5 of hearts, 2 hearts. And obviously 9s are not great in that game, but the board looked good. There was only 1 card higher, which was a jack. And there's some low cards out. So I raise first position with the 9s, and I don't know what the hell. I got 2 callers. How's it going? Two callers. And what was I saying? I got 2 callers. The first guy I called with an 8 up, and he paired 8s on 4. The other guy caught a brick and he folded. The guy who called with 8s, and this is like, my hand isn't great, but he called for some reason with 8, 9, 10, which is just absolute just garbage, and stud 8 or better, which I guess is fine for me, right? Because I got 9s against 8s now. But he ends up catching an ace on 6th Street and an ace on 7th Street to make aces up, and I make nothing, so I'm out. I bubbled. This one paid about 61 spots, and I came in like 80th. And so now I'm a little shocked with what's going on. Running pretty bad in these spots, but such is life. I've got the 10K PLO, which started at 3 o'clock. Can jump into that in just a little bit. We're gonna hang in the trailer for a little recompose. But what the hell? Why would he call? Why would he call with 8, 9, 10? He didn't even have a suit. He had 8, 9, 10 Badugi. I don't get it. I just don't get what goes through people's heads. I fell asleep for a good solid chunky 2 hours before Patty came by and cleaned up a little bit, and to feel closer to ready to play. I'm gonna have a hot tea. I don't do caffeinated tea. I do like this, what the heck is this stuff? Little peppermint, whatever. So today we're playing the $10,000 pot limit Omaha. This right here, these 2 little guys, that represents $10,000. These are called chocolate chips, or whatever you want to call them. Chocolates, because they're brown. So we are going to go head in there right now and enter for level numero 5. What's wrong with my brain? I didn't say 5 for a second in Spanish. Okay, 5. Okay. I don't know. We're going to be in the great game very shortly. Okay, I want to give somebody $10,000 and I just want a piece of white paper. Can you handle that? Here, that's $10,000 I want to give you. But I want a white piece of paper in return for the 10K PLO. Can you handle that?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you give me 2 white pieces of paper. That's pretty nice of you. I only asked for 1. All right, where are we going?
Thank you, sir.
I want a seat, I want a seat, I want to play, I want to play. You can go first. What's up, champ? How you doing?
Good, man.
Let's check his ID. Make sure.
Draw a card. Daniel chooses.
What's that, for you? Okay, lucky chair, 504. That's you, I don't want to sit there. And then me. Let's go. No, I want this one.
Well, I win a double seat with Daniel chooses.
Yeah, all right. So we are at 518-1. Where would that be? 518. You beat, pardon me?
Oh, it's not? What I heard.
518-1. Which one, you gentlemen? This hand can't even. This tournament can't even be real. Oh my goodness. This is the where does all these people have $10,000 to blow on a pot limit Omaha tournament? This play has been wah. Let's just share a couple hands. The very first hand, where I just choose to bluff off half my stack. Dang it! But good news is we got it back. I raised with 4, 5, 7, 8 with 7, 8 of diamonds. Player in position calls, as does the blind. Flop comes 2 blinds. So flop comes 10, 6 deuce, 1 diamond, 2 spades. So I have a double gutter. I check to the last player. He bets 6,300. I call. Turn is a 4. What? I'm doing a vlog.
I know.
Yeah.
I wanted to be in it.
Well, I'm busy telling a hand. Maybe another time. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So, what was I saying? Shit. All right. Yeah. Turn was a 4. So I don't have the straight, but I don't think this guy's ever going to raise me. So I bet 5,000. Very small bet, probing bet, if you will. Figuring he's going to flat a lot of hands that are really strong. River's an ace, which I don't love because I figure if he has the ace high flush draw, he's going to call with a lot of aces up hand. So I bet 18,000 as a bluff. He called with king 6, 6 deuce. He was not double suited. He just decided king 6, 6 deuce was worth calling a raise with. Okay, good news is about half an hour later, I call a raise with queen 10, 9, 3. Queen 3 of clubs, 10, 9 of spades. For, what was it? Whatever. He made it 1,800 or something. I call. The flop is jack 7, 3, 1 spade, 1 diamond, 1 heart. And he checks. I bet 1,500 with the gut shot, backdoor flush draw. Don't think he's check raising me that often. He calls. The turn is the queen of spades. So now I make queens and threes, open into straight, flush draw, and so I bet 5,500. The river is an 8 of diamonds, so we make the nuts, and he goes all in for 12,000 because he had blockers. He had the 10, 10, jack, king. So he turned an open end straight draw, had the 2 10 blockers, and tried to move me off of the nuts. So we're back to starting stack, and oh my gosh, this is a very juicy table, very juicy field. I better bring it now, I gotta get my head on straight because this is too good an opportunity here to get some chippies. So let's try to play some A game.
It's one life, yeah, and one day. It's one life, yeah, and one day. One life, one day. It's one life, yeah, and one day.
This feels like this isn't the first double bust video day that we've done this World Series. Been a struggle, as you guys have seen. The last hand I had 5, 6. I got short. I had 5, 6, 7, 8. Raised. Guy calls. The guy who's been beating me every single pot. He just keeps making hand after hand. Comes 5, 5, 9. So I have 3 5s with a straight draw, all that stuff. I check, he bets, I call all in basically. He has 4, 5, king, king. So it's actually a pretty good spot for me because, I can catch, basically I have 6, 7, or 8 to win. And if I hit one of those cards, he'd have to catch specifically a king, which there's only 2 of. Turn was a 9, river was a 4. We whiff the board. That's gonna be the end of this one. Tomorrow is literally only one event. It's the $1,500 Raz, which starts at 3 o'clock. We are going to late reg that. We're gonna take another day of Maybe we can, no, not golf. No, never mind. We're gonna sit in the pool a little bit, really relax, because we got a couple 10Ks going on coming up this week. We've got, of course, the main event. You got the 50K, you got the one drop. There's plenty of big events to come. So every time we get rest, you said, you know what we might do tonight? Rocky 3. What's up, buddy? How you doing? I'm making video the other way. Well, I'm doing myself. It's called a selfie stick. Bijan.
Why are you taking
Bijan always makes
yourself?
Because I'm talking to myself. I've gone a little crazy as I got older. I got a little cuckoo.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
And then we put it on YouTube.
If you get to my age, what happens?
Yeah, that was to go really cuckoo. Antonio's pops, Bijan, by the way. Antonio's Fundiara, the famous one. What are you playing? Something?
No, I come here to
Enjoy? Have fun? Okay. Well, I'm busted, so I'm going home. All right. Have a good one.
It was Lana again?
Huh? No, I don't know. I just busted. All right, so that's gonna be the end of my day. As I said, tomorrow we're gonna late reg the $1,500 Raz and gear up for the last ditch. The last, like, you know. What? I'll just shut up now.
It's one life, yeah, and one day. It's one life, yeah, and one day. One life, one day. It's one life, yeah, and one day. It's one life, yeah, and one day. It's one life, yeah, and one day. One life, one day.